Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back to the factory. So I'm back. I was gone for 2 weeks. Well, 10 days, but 2 weeks worth of game time. I did make another video just before I left because I didn't realize that I didn't explain that I got this stuff fixed. I figured it out. I needed more extractors. I didn't realize that I had played a bunch and I didn't really fix these things, but then I streamed before I left, and in the stream I explained that I fixed it, but I don't know if that's confusing. Anyway, since then I did stream one more time since I got back, and I got another set of 3 coal generators over there. So we've got 6. There's these 3, these 3, and these 3. And this coal's been rerouted because it was having an issue. You can see it's all good. Look at the movements of this coal belt, and these. You can see how they're doing just fine now. So what I did was I had a belt coming from up right where I'm standing, going down and hitting that inlet on that splitter. Well, I went way over there to the edge of the map, found and it's on the ground, a pure coal node, put in a Mark II miner, ran Mark II belt all the way, split it over there to go to these with a buffer, and split it to here to go to these with a buffer, and then there's the line coming in. So that one is easily supporting 6. It might support more, I don't know. But I've got that's 1 and then 2 up there. So 3 coals coming in. One of the coals is it's zigzagging right down here to this splitter and going into these 3. And one coal is going just right here. Right here. So you can see it's built up its buffer here now, because I used to have it coming right out of here and going over there, and it was not keeping up. It took about an hour or so, and my whole system would go down because lack of coal. And then back over here, I kind of did some work on... I screwed up, and I merged 2 into 1 back there, those 2 into 1, which was really dumb. I don't know why I did that. Back there, you can see that the splitter is still there. So I had merged that line and that line into this splitter, and then I had a bottleneck right here. So I've got this guy, it's full, and then these guys here I haven't looked lately. That one's full, that one's full. So I use these as buffers. And this is all Mark II belt, all going all the way up the hill. You're in my way, bud. Can't see. Going all the way up the hill, Mark II belts. Haven't had to upgrade those miners up there to Mark II because they're being perfectly efficient the way they are. These are pulling it out at a good rate. So at the moment, coal is okay. Now I know I'm going to need more power, so we're going to have a problem with coal again. So I've been working on, see the top right, the objective phase number 2 for the elevator. I've been working on all that stuff. And I just finished. I got 100 more of those pieces and they're done. And while I was doing that, I was kind of doing it not manually, but I was manually putting this stuff in because I borrowed this guy here that makes the rotors. I was just using that. So it's back to making rotors. What I think is that this is going to give us a whole nother level of stuff. So we're at a huge crossroad right here. So trying to think a little bit ahead. This is a mess. Okay, so it's not a mess to right there. All those machines are good. This stuff out here is a mess right here. And this stuff right here is a little bit of a mess. So not too bad. So thinking ahead, I had all those storage units sitting out in the field. Well, I expanded this, doubled them up. Those are 2 sets of the Mark II containers. So you got double set here, all the way down. So we've got the basics here, right? So the plates, the rods, the cable, or the wire. This one's concrete, I believe, or something. Anyway, this one's empty. This one's concrete. So this would be these guys, the copper sheet in the back. What I was doing was these guys here were full. Like they were filling up because I wasn't doing anything with them, right? These guys, I added I just keep pulling out of here because they're sitting idle. You can see I just pulled out of here, pulled out of there, and I've been putting some in the recycler because a lot of cool things to unlock with those coupons, and it takes a lot of junk to get them. So, all right, here's where we're at now. We've got the final 100 of these guys, versatile framework, and now this is back to making rotors. So I was just standing here putting this stuff in with this recipe. The thing was, I had this clocked up to 250%, and it still was super slow. It took about an hour to finish up all that stuff. All right, we're gonna go see what it's gonna unlock because we've been sitting idle for a while here. We got to unlock these two, and I'm sure they're gonna be something pretty big. And then we're gonna have another set for phase 3, but that'll be. This is going to indicate what we do with the factory now. So I'm going to figure out exactly what we need to do. Like, I'm going to have to automate. See, obviously I've got this stuff automated. Plates, rods, iron plates, and rotors are all automated. Copper sheet, steel beams are being made. I was making steel pipes, but I switched it to steel beams. I'm sure we're going to have to start making modular frames, maybe heavy ones, maybe encased, some of the next level stuff. And we're going to need all of this stuff down here to supply it. So what I'm thinking is going to be a reorganization of at least, this front part. You can see what I'm talking about. From about right here. So everything to my right is going to stay. Everything to my left will probably get reorganized. I'll probably come out of those and get over into these storage units, and then come out of the storage units up through. I don't know. That's going to be the fun part, is figuring that out. I did unlock with my coupons these little guys. So these are these guys, wall outlets, and then this double wall outlet, I guess it pushes one out on one side of the wall and one out on the other. That might come in handy inside the factory, but for now, man, I had poles all over the place out here. You can kind of see like this. See how these three are? I had to move a bunch of them, got rid of a bunch of them. All right, let's see what this thing unlocks. We're going big. This should be fun because, well, like I said, it's going to tell us like just how complicated we have to get. Okay. There it goes. Whoa, hey, look out. Huh. Boom. All right. So we got that going. I was doing some looking for coal because there's supposed to be one over there somewhere. Well, you can kind of see the ramps. I went all the way to the top of the mountain. I got killed up there with radiation and some dudes spitting some nasty stuff at me. But I got through the second time, looked around up there. Really cool. There's some cool biomes up there. Found a couple of purple slugs, purple power slugs, so it was worthwhile. All right, so objective 3 complete. Now it's saying, oh my God. Okay, so I just had to make 500 of those versatile frames for that last objective. Now it's asking for 2,500 plus 2 things I've never even seen before. Wow, that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna need to automate the process. Get those things get them automating pretty quick. Get those machines set up. Oh my God, that is crazy. All right, so we have tier 5 and 6 are open now. So tier 5, industrial manufacturing. So we get a manufacturer which crafts 3 or 4 parts into another part. So that's next level, like this guy. So that's one of them right there, a modular engine, and then this thing, the adaptive control unit. So we need 500 of these and 100 of those and 2,500 of these guys. Wow. A computer, we got a complex logic machine. It's used to control advanced behavior in machines. We've got a 48 slot inventory on a truck. Okay, that stuff's pretty cool. And I don't even know what this is. Oh, plastic. Motors. Rubber. cable. All right. See, this is stuff we're going to have to start automating. Adaptive fluid transport. A packager. So it's used for packaging and unpackaging of fluids. And it's got a head lift of 10 meters. Allows fluids to be transported 10 meters, but contains a conveyor. Okay, so whatever. This looks like stuff that can go on a truck. Like, say you wanted to... Maybe you didn't have a lake right by you. Looks like you can package water, you can package oil, you can package fuel. Heavy oil residue, liquid biofuel, and an industrial fluid buffer. Contains up to 2,400 cubic meters of fluid. All right. So what I look through these things is what I have to do. Obviously, I need to get this one going. Gas mask. Oh, I was thinking, I ran into that area up there when I died. It was the radiation. So we get more inventory slots. Be able to make gas filters and a gas mask. Okay. And then oil processing. Petroleum coke. Oil extractor. Can be built on an oil node. I don't think I've seen any oil nodes. Cool thing about this is, look, it's got its own refinery. You could build it like most refineries that kind of sit out by themselves and then use piping to get it over here. I'm not sure what we need that for. Probably the rubber. We probably need it for the rubber. Wow. So that's those. And then this one, expanded power infrastructure. So we got a fuel. Okay, here we go. So instead of using coal, we can use that fuel to power a generator. It's pretty expensive to make that one. Conveyor belt Mark IV. Conveyor lift. Scanner update for Caterium ore. I don't know what this is. Jetpack. Oh, jetpack. Really? Instead of parachutes. I definitely want to do that. Monorail train. Holy cow, dude. There is so much stuff in here. But you can see the cost. Like these things I'm making. These things I was making. These. Super expensive. Alright. And then pipeline engineering. So we get Mark II pipeline pipes to get that stuff flowing faster. And it says transports up to 600 cubic meters. If I'm not mistaken, the old pipes did 300? Like half that? Or is it 320? 300, yeah. So the Mark 1 is 300, Mark 2 is capable of 600. I'm only putting... I've only got 2 lift extractors there, so it's not going to get up to that point. But with this oil, that's a whole new thing. Pretty excited about that. What I need to do, though, is to be able to unlock... Let's see. I got to be able to unlock how to find the oil stuff. Alright. We're going to pick one of these guys. Industrial manufacturing. See, we need this computer... In tier 6, let's see, computer, that stuff, computer. All right, I might as well ignore tier 6 right now. I need to be able to unlock this computer for sure. I need to unlock some of this fluid stuff for sure. This is a bonus. And then there's where I unlock plastic. That's why I didn't know about it. So I've got to do these basically before I even bother with tier 6. If you look at this, I have to unlock plastic before I do this. This is plastic. I can do heavy modular frames now. This one, I have to unlock plastic, and this one. So I can do this one. This is it. I got to start with this one. See, because this one requires plastic, plastic, plastic. There we go. We got to start with this. Select milestone. All right, that's our milestone right there. Let's just get some stuff in there because my mind is going 100 different directions right now. What are you doing here? Can I kill this thing? The thing you don't realize about this game is it takes a long time to get things done. But my engineering background has got me wanting to do everything like like it would be in real life, right? You start your processes. Anyway, we need 500 of these. We've got a couple. So you can see I stopped making these. 400, 500. 500 of those. I stopped making these. It was coming out of this machine going right into here. And then I just bent it around so I could start making these guys. And this is what I was using to make those versatile frameworks. It was 12 of these for one versatile framework. Pretty dang expensive. So I obviously need to get 2 of these. So I'll be making these guys and these pipes at the same time. Now over here, I should have sheets somewhere over here. This is cable. You can see I've ripped some of that stuff out of there. And up here. Alright, so we need 500 sheets. So 500 sheets, motors, and all that stuff. We're going to have to figure that out. I do not have those casings automated yet, or motors. I think motors take stators and rotors, I believe. And I'm making rotors, not making stators. Alright, so that's done. That's done. Now, to make a motor, we need rotors and stators. Okay. And we need, what, 50 of those. To make stators... Ooh, I can make the stators. I can make them by hand right now if I wanted to. Because I should have enough rotors. Or, I mean, the stator is wire and the pipe. And then the rest of the rotors, it's 2, so I need 100 of those. I easily have 100 of those. Oh boy. Now this stuff here though is, yeah, that's going to be my problem. The steel beams. The steel beam's going to be my problem. I got to get those things going. So that might be my first. I really kind of want to rip this all out. I'm going to do a lot of this on my own time because it's slow and trying to be a little bit methodical about it. So in order to do those, you need a refinery, right? And you need iron ore, right? And you need coal into refinery, gives us the steel ingots. If you look at this, I've got it clocked once. And the way it's coming in, looks like I could probably clock it again. Let's do that. Let's get this thing clocked. I may be wrong, but I'm gonna try and explain. Where do all my overclockers go? I got 2 here. What? I thought I made a bunch. Oh, there's 16. Alright. I found those 2 purple power slugs. That's 10. That's 10 power shards or overclockers. Alright, so let me see if you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. So here's what I look like. And this is the same thing I did up there with the coal mining and how fast the belt was pulling it out. So what I'm looking for is that these 2 feeds can keep up. Like, I like it when it's max, right? If these can't, these go all the way down, and it's literally waiting to start for it to get 3 in here and 3 in here. So for now, let's do 1, see what it does. So it's staying at 100. I think like if the way the coal ones are working, it'll pull it down to about 90 or 88, and then it'll extract, and that's how fast the belt's pulling out, which, you know, I probably could overclock it once, but I don't think it's needed. I just don't want to starve this machine here, because a lot of the constructors that I've got going, let's just let that run for a second. This is a good example here. So this can't fill up fast enough. There's no buffer. When you look in the constructor, this is what I'm talking about. See, it can barely do anything. So I can't really clock this any faster. This machine back here, this foundry, this has got to go faster. There's just no way around it. Let's do another one. Oh yeah, easily, huh? The problem here is I need another foundry. I need to put another one right next to it or wherever I'm going to relocate it. That's perfect. So I got this at max clock. And it's still right there. It's still right at full. Using this coal and that. It's just motorboating. This stuff is all level 2 belt. Right now, it's coming out of here. It still can't put any buffer in there, but we got to get up to 100 here before it starts putting a buffer in there. Now this currently is making this stuff, and it's not making the pipes. That's why I would need another foundry, another constructor to go into that one over there. But I start to ask a lot of this. See how this coal, it just for a split second pauses. See that? Full. So it's right on the ragged edge. Same with that over there. So if I put another foundry in here, I'll have to put a splitter on that over there, and I can come out of here, put another foundry here, and run straight, and then a constructor and run straight into this guy. And then reorganize this one to come out of here and go in here making pipes. We're pretty good on pipes right now, but I do need a lot more of this stuff, these guys, the beams. So it's up to 40. Let's try and clock this guy once. Right on the ragged edge of staying at its supply. I mean, like if you can put in the max amount, and then that's why it's staying up, say around 100. That's what I like doing. Right now, you can see it's going to go down. You can see it's going down slowly by like 1. 38. It's probably going to go down to 37. Oh, it's still 38. 38. 30. Oh, I saw a blip of a 37. So in about whatever 20 minutes, that thing's going to be waiting on this stuff. Wow, even at max clock here, not fast enough. Overclock. Overclock some more, please. Interesting. Now, organization. So this was over there is basics. That's concrete and copper. It was just the next level. I don't know if I should go ahead and build another level and go up there on that with my machines. Because down here, I think it's just going to get super ugly. I mean, I could do something right here. Let's see if I even have anything on me for a foundry. Nope, I need 10 of those. I've got that stuff made. Foundry. I actually made too many of these. Look at, because I didn't realize it does 2 versatile framework for every one of these. So I made way too many. Alright, so we need 10 of these guys. Got that. Got rotors, got concrete. If we make another foundry. What was it? Oh, like what the heck was that noise? So people were asking me about these. I would like to put one of these probably going up to the coal thing. That's one spot. And then we'll figure out what we do at the refinery. And I want to get some trucks driving too. I want to get some trucks driving. I think that would be cool. I don't think it matters which side it goes in, so if I do put another one here, actually, I don't know if that's going to be enough room, because I need a foundry and a constructor this size before I get to there. Maybe I can try and put a constructor on here first. It's a constructor and assembler constructor. Right there. Make sure this is Mark II belt. Yeah. Alright, so there's that. But this will have to be flipped around. But that's okay. I'll get this going right now. And then we want a foundry here. I didn't realize that the foundry was, it's so offset to one side. I should be able to wiggle a belt in there. Yeah, that. We'll wait on that belt. We got to be able to get coal out of here. Then I'll have to split that off over there. That'll start filling up this buffer. And we're going to want to alternate iron ingot alloys. Steel ingots. What? I must have unlocked an alternate for iron alloy ingot. We're doing steel here. I might need to go with not full overclock. Maybe I'll start with one on here and I'll back that other one off to 1 or 2 and I'll have to keep an eye on it. So it doesn't let it build up the buffer without power. For now, I will power this bad boy right there. That's 3 or 4. Power that one up. Now, yeah, now it'll build the buffer up. But look at the gap now it's created here. We'll see if this can catch back up. The good thing is, that's why I like having this buffer. But those buffers will only last so long, right? That's, I don't know, it's kind of like if I'm doing something in an emergency or, I don't know, whatever. Alright, so I need to come out of here. Interesting. That was... It's all Mark I belt. Yeah. I might need to increase this. You know, I've got these pure iron nodes right here. Both of those are pure. That one there, I was just looking at, it's way over there. I just brought another one in. These are pure iron nodes. I haven't even stepped these up to like, these are still Mark I belts. You can see them just slowly chugging along. But that's an option. They've been putting in work. This was my first, I think that was the first miner I put down right there, so. All right. I have a feeling I'm going to choke the system here. Problem is going to be getting, I got to get like over here, right? And get up and over this thing. That's ugly. And then get it to come down into here. See if I can do that. Too steep. That pole's gonna be alright. That's max height. Come down 1. I think I wasn't at max height. Is that gonna allow the belt to go through there? It's gonna clip right there for sure. That's that. It's gonna clip through here. Alright. This guy's got to come. I got to get it over, maybe over here. Where is that? That's right, basically right on that line. All right, so if we get a, we need a splitter. Think about this for a second. I need to get right back into here. Maybe put it back like this. Come out this far end here to go over there. All right. Logistics. Invalid shape. Really? That? This is gonna cost me right here. Okay. That one's back in service. Good and good. Look at that. It is just battling to keep up. Remember, these were staying up around 190 to 100. Now you can see them slowly going down. That's telling me I'm going to have to drop this clock a little bit. But while I'm doing this, I'll leave the clock where it's at. Now to come out of that and go up and over, this pole's going to be in the way. So that pole only goes to power that. I can get rid of that for now. Okay. That way it's not making all that dang noise. This is going to be tough. Might be easier to come up and over right here. And then around. I think I'll do that instead. Alright, so if I go... I know there's some of these steps I don't have to do like this, but I don't know. It helps me think that. And then we're going to come out of there. Up one. See if that works. This is the stuff I'm trying to avoid. What I'm doing right now, this ridiculous zigzags of, you know, I'm trying to avoid this, but I gotta get this stuff being made. That's why I think I'm probably going to get this going, right? And I'm gonna build in the next episode. We're gonna go up a level. We're going to build a new level up top, and we're going to try and figure out what to do. Oh, man, this is going to be tough. All right. So right now, we should be backed up. Look at this. Okay, that is... You don't want it starving both machines. Oh, it's right there on the border. I'm going to drop this back. I'll just take that out. Drop this back to there for now. To keep an eye on this. It's... I'll drop it back to there. Okay. So each one has one overclock. Now you would think that because I had the one triple clock that would be able to keep up. And look, right now, this stuff it's working even though it's going to get stacked up because... Alright, what are we making here? We're making this stuff. Steel beams. So, we're going to make steel beams here. And I'm going to put one clock in there. Because these are these things are slow, man. Alright, I need to flip this bad boy around. So what I'm going to do here is get rid of this. We're going to convert this to back to pipe, right? And then we're going to go a belt out of there into there. And see, what I have to do is I'm gonna fill this up pretty quick, but I'm gonna use it right away to make these things. We'll get that going there. Take these out of here. Get rid of this. Come over here. And place another one of those bad boys, but this time there. Perfect. Logistics, belt 2, into there. Now we should be putting... Alright, so now we're making these guys. Right? And we're making pipes again. These guys. Perfect. Alright, that's definitely a step in the right direction. So, what I think, you know, because this is what happens. You're like, okay, I'm going to make... This is me talking to myself. Okay, I need to make this. And look what happens. I do this. This looks crazy terrible. It's exactly the same thing that happened right here. All this stuff. See where my light's shining? All this. Not that back there. That's all perfectly organized. This. I'm like, okay, I need to make the industrial plates, right? And I need to make rotors. That's what's going on right here. This is going to get moved, and this is what I'm thinking in the back of my mind. Up here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to let this be crazy, unorganized. Look, you see this area out here? I'm going to move maybe the plate manufacturing and the rotor manufacturing to right here. Right where I'm looking, all that open area. Next episode, we're going to build up to the next level, and then we will figure out what we need to do there. Because until I get some of this stuff unlocked, I won't know what I need, like machine-wise. So what I need to get unlocked is, you look at this, we need to get plastics unlocked. Once I get this refinery unlocked, there it is, the petroleum coke. That's going to give us our ability to look for it. Once I get all this unlocked, I'm going to want to go and start getting this going. So once that happens, I'm going to get sidetracked mentally, right? And if I don't have machines here working while I'm gone doing my stuff, I'm screwing myself. So I'm going to try and do all that. Does that make any sense? Anyway, that's going to do it for this one, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And thank you for bearing with me. I know you guys had to be super frustrated that I didn't have those things fixed down there, but my bad. My bad! I actually fixed them right away. I made a bunch of episodes over like 2 days, 3 days to go away on my trip. But, yeah. Anyway, you guys hit the old like button. Join my next episode, and if you guys have some suggestions, comments, drop them in there. Not only me, but I got multiple people that look through there for me, and they will attach and show me your comments that are important, you know, like for very good tips. So, we'll see you guys next episode.